Kia ora, good evening everybody, and welcome to the North Shore for those of you who are not from the North Shore. It's a great initiative of Sport North Harbour to put this on behalf of the region, and I do thank Sport North Harbour and all those involved. We're very proud here on the North Shore of our achievements in sport, and I think most of you in this room will agree that the North Shore does stand out in terms of being a city that has really honoured its sport. Something like a third of the Commonwealth Games team that went away to Melbourne either lived or trained on the North Shore, and that's a reflection of the very good facilities that we have here. It's a reflection of the importance that we place on sport, and it's a reflection of really the commitment that we do have as a city of North Shore to sport. I've grown up in a sporting family from a young age, playing sport, being a rugby player when I was younger, and playing golf from a young age and many other sports. And I've carried on through, and in fact John took some of the words out of my mouth, because Andrew Beecroft, the youth court judge, said, and it stuck in my mind a number of years ago, he said, if you get them into sport, you will keep them out of court. And that stuck in my mind about 8 or 9 years ago when I was a councillor of North Shore City, and I always thought the least we can do is try and encourage our young people to be into positive things in the community. And as a result, whenever it has been possible to put funding or resources or commitment to sports on the North Shore, I've been a councillor and now a mayor that has done that. I've handed out some sheets tonight. You can see my track record. That's just the track record in the last 3 years in terms of being a mayor. Prior to that, being on council as well, I've always supported sport. I think it's so important that we have a healthy lifestyle for our young people and going into older generations as well. I have great joy going along, for instance, the Takapuna Croquet Club and opening the season there and hitting the first hoop at the beginning of the season. There's nothing gives me more pleasure than to see people in their 70s or 80s still participating in sport. As I do go to the Special Harbour, North Harbour Olympics, Special Olympics, and there's nothing gives me more pleasure than taking Jane, the mayoress, and we spend time there with the young intellectually handicapped athletes at the swimming competition or at their basketball competition, because they too deserve to be in sport as well. So what I can say is I have a commitment to sport. I've been very committed to sport. I will continue to be committed to sport, whatever my future role is in the city. Can I just say that if we don't have sport, we don't have a healthy city, we don't have a well-rounded city, we don't have a city that encompasses what are the good things about it. A city is not just about growth and economic development and being prosperous and rich. It's also about having a diversity, whether it be sports, arts, culture, and all sorts of other things. And so I will always uphold the benefits of sport in that regard. My wife and I, we're very fortunate. We've put all our kids through many, many sports. We've been on the sideline as parents of our 5-year-old boy at soccer. Sam still plays for Glenfield Rovers, and he's 24 today, and they won the competition just a few weeks ago that I was delighted with. And so when you've seen a young lad go from 5 years old to 24 years old and still playing sport, where I see my daughters playing netball and still supporting them, it is fantastic. So you get it in your blood, and all I can say is to all those involved in sports administration, to the volunteers, to all those, because the sports don't just happen on their own. So much of it is a reflection of the volunteers, the time given, all the clubs, the organisations, the presidents, the committees, and all those that support sport to make it happen. And so as a result of that, if the new Auckland Council ends up with a very, very strong Auckland sporting culture and a very strong feeling towards sport, then I think it'll be a much healthier and better city for us all. Thanks.